What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Kate Bush, going back to her 1978 album, The Kick Inside, and we're up to a tune called Feel It. As a phrase, it speaks to a visceral sort of experience, the idea of, not thinking maybe too much, not being up in the headspace, and just being more in the sort of visceral, physical moment. And obviously it's used in a number of like professions or trades in relation to someone who's sort of in the zone, someone who's doing it almost, without too much thought. They're just, they're feeling it. They're not having to sort of, I got to strategize and so on. They're just doing something intuitively and doing it well. But it could also be a sort of an imploring request, a sort of an attempt to engage someone to say, hey, you should feel it. Don't just ignore this. Don't dismiss this. Don't miss this moment. Feel this moment. Feel whether it's their art or whether it's a movement or something that they're a part of. It's a request or a command to let sort of emotion and a sort of again a physical or at least electrochemical exuberance to take over. So yeah, ultimately it makes me think about things that are less deliberative and intellectual and more experiential and visceral. So we'll have to see how it manifests, but let's get it. This is Kate Bush. The track is Feel It, and it's from her 1978 album, The Kick Inside.
My stockings fall onto the floor, desperate for more. Nobody else can share this. Here comes one and one makes one, the glorious union. Look at the love.
I feel like hypnotized when I hear her sing.
But it will be fine. It will be wonderful.
The control too. She like
Feel it, my love. Oh, feel it, my love. Oh, need it, oh, feel it, my love. See what you're doing to me. See what you're doing.
Is that what the other person is supposed to feel?
God, but you're beautiful, and you feel your warm hand walking around. I won't put away my passion always wins. Keep on moving in, so keep on tuning in. Synchronize rhythm now.
Synchronize your what now?
Oh, feel it, my love. Oh,
Feel it, my love.
feel it, my love. Oh, I need it. Oh,
Dark little twist.
Feel it, my love. Feel it. See what you're doing to me. See what you're doing to me.
Someone was talking about.
See what
I'll
you're
wait till the end, but
doing to me.
sometimes I worry when I do that. It's like, oh, then I get to the end and I forget what the heck I was gonna say. But someone was mentioning, I'm forgetting the username, I do apologize, but that a lot of her songs have to deal with like gender fluidity and sort of trying to see from the other side of, a woman trying to see as a man in reverse and so on. And it feels like at least some of the lyrics there are kind of that same thing. Like, I want you to feel it, what you're doing to me. So yeah, I don't know if that's exactly the context of that, but as I got to the end of the song, it sort of made me recall sort of the lyrical or thematic commentary that someone had mentioned. Again, I apologize, I'm not remembering the name in the moment. But yeah, bottom line, musically very cool. I enjoy the piano. There were a couple sort of like tonal shift moments where they were sort of very powerful. And again, I love her voice. Like, I can't like, I feel like, not in a bad way. I feel like it's like a siren song, which normally you mean is like, oh, your doom awaits you if you get hypnotized by it. But this feels like a much more positive sort of siren song. But yeah, she starts singing, and especially like she's dancing up high, but then like pulling it down, like parachuting back down, like controlling it very nicely. Like, again, I'm no like vocal analyst, but I'm really impressed by what she does. And again, my understanding is that as time passes, her voice will sound a little different, and sort of, it'll have a different quality to it. But ultimately, I'm enjoying her vocals already on this first album. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Getting closer to the end of the album now. But let me know what you think of this tune, and I will see you next time. Cheers.